Hello, friends. It's Melissa with melissasblend.com and calligraphy.org. Here's a little video. It's 10 minutes long, of my real-time work drawing out and lettering these place cards for a workshop that I did in February. I can't believe it was last month. I feel like it was a whole lifetime ago, considering how quickly things have changed over the last couple weeks. So anyway, these are name cards that I did for my attendees for my in-person workshop. And it's like one of my favorite parts about teaching in-person workshops is creating name tags / place cards. I love place cards so much. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's one of those things where everybody really loves to see their name written out. And I love seeing that joy when somebody really likes how their name's been written. You know, and a lot of people are a little self-conscious of their name. And if I can make it beautiful, then maybe they can appreciate their own name. Maybe that's part of it. So anyway, it's just one of my favorite things to do. So I thought I'd hit record, and I am sharing with you this video in real time. If you'd like to see a faster version, head on over to my Instagram. I'm at Melissapher, MELISSAPHER. That is kind of where I share the faster content, and this is where I'm going to show real-time content. I feel like it's important for you to see this in real time and know that I'm not doing place cards, like 5 in 1 minute, because that's ridiculous and completely a lie. So I feel like it is important to show you how slowly I'm going. I've been doing calligraphy since, my first experience was in 1997, and then I got back into calligraphy in 2009. So I've been practicing for a while. I feel comfortable with the forms and the mechanics of the pen, but I'm still going very slow. There are a lot of calligraphers that are much faster than me, but I prefer to just keep the control of going slow. And especially if you're a beginner, please go slow. Just slow it down. Go slow and then slow it down again. Some technical information about what's going on here. I am using close to my heart scrapbooking papers. This is Candy Apple Red, and I love their papers because it's smooth enough that the pen doesn't skip when I'm doing big flourishes, but it also has enough of a tooth that it grabs the ink. It handles the ink really well, and you're not seeing any I don't know how to explain it, like any running of the ink. The ink doesn't get out of control because it's too smooth. So I really, really like this close to my heart scrapbooking paper. It's awesome. It's got a good weight to it as well, and you can use it for any number of projects. And it comes in like a million different colors. So I'm using that. These cards are 3 inches by 6 inches. Yeah, 3 inches by 6 inches. My X height is like 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going pretty big. I'm using a Hunt 22B. It's my favorite modern nib, one that I really have gravitated towards. I feel like a lot of professional calligraphers kind of overlook this nib. It's seriously such a wonder. I love it so much. My holder is a simple Yoke Pen Company holder. It's walnut. It's very lightweight. It's actually got quite a thin staff. It's very well balanced. One of my favorite pens, really, for sure. And then I'm using Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. This is diluted significantly with water, and I'm mixing it together with a cosmetic spatula. I just bought a bunch of them on Amazon several years ago. I use them to mix my ink, and I just kind of keep it in my container so that I can keep the particles suspended in the liquid. So I highly recommend looking up cosmetic spatulas. They're really great. And then what else am I using? That's pretty much it. I am not drawing out any guidelines. This is just sans guidelines. I wouldn't recommend going without guidelines if you're not experienced in calligraphy. But you can see, if you look closely, and if you're an expert, you don't really have to look closely to see the inconsistencies here and there, because I haven't drawn out guidelines. I'm lazy. So that's just kind of what you get. But yeah, I really love writing these out. I think one of the reasons why I like doing place cards is because it's a great way to practice letter alternates and flourish explorations. So try a different type of E or A or a flourish off of the end of the letter and see what works and what doesn't. And it's just kind of a fun, creative exercise to push your flourishing and your style just a little bit. So if you'd like to learn more about how to do this, my process, really calligraphy in general, sign up for my Modern Calligraphy Workshop over at calligraphy.org. The Modern Calligraphy Workshop differs from traditional copperplate calligraphy because we use a slightly different angle, different proportions, and the reason why we do that is to make it easier to learn. So it definitely comes with a very solid foundation of traditional copperplate and engrosser script foundational rules, but we explore different styles, how to flourish, and it all includes lifetime access to the course and personal feedback. The personal feedback, I log on twice a week, every week, and work through feedback with each one of my students. It's not a copy-paste situation. It's very much looking at what you're doing right, why you're doing it right, looking at what is causing problems, how to resolve it, and giving you encouragement and inspiration to continue your practice. And I have a rubric that I've worked on to really help develop each foundational skill that builds upon one another so that by the end of the course, you have a good grasp of calligraphy in general and how to apply it to the pointed pen. So if you're interested in that, check out calligraphy.org. If that sounds like too much, but you still want to dip your toes into calligraphy, lettering, just like these beautiful letters, I would highly recommend checking out my hand lettering foundations class. It's you can take it in about a week or 2 weeks, and it's a more condensed class, and we focus on the foundations of calligraphy, specifically Romans, foundational, and the beginnings of copperplate script, all with a pencil, and how to, where those shades are, where the X height is, and just start from the very, very beginning. All you need is a pencil and a printer and paper. So that's really easy. And that's $10 right now at calligraphy.org. So I would highly recommend purchasing that if you're interested. Feel free to hit me up in the comments if you have any questions about any of the classes that I offer, or if you have any questions related to this video. I am more than happy to share and help. And if you've made it this far in the video, I feel like congratulations are in order, maybe even a prize. I don't know. Go into the pantry, get yourself some chocolate, because you deserve it for sure. I hope each and every one of you who are watching this are doing well, you're healthy, you're safe, you're happy, and that this time is a time of simplifying, reflecting, and maybe getting to that hobby that you've been meaning to get to in a long time. So thank you again, and check me out on Instagram. I am at Melissapher, Melissapher. That's like Melissa and calligrapher, like made a baby. So check that out. Subscribe if you'd like. If you don't, that's okay. I don't mind. We'll still be friends. And y'all have a good one. Take care.